Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello friends, it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Hey, that's me, Debsy. Boop, boop. Hey everybody, it always gets away from me, so happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a great day. It's almost the weekend, and I thought, since last night was Wednesday, you know, that I watched my Real Housewives, I thought maybe I could pour myself a cup of Joe. It's iced coffee. Drinking this in my mug from my amazing friend, Miss Kristen Burns. So here we go. Look at that. Aren't we all just mentally dating Paul Rudd? I said some iced coffee. So I thought we could talk a little bit about what happened on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It was a shit show, as always. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. This week, we started off where we left off, and that was a Diana Jenkins holiday party. And Erica started off with a bang by telling Crystal that she cannot eat a chicken finger. So, because of her eating disorder. So there we go. Started off great. Next we have Asher, Diana's fiance. He starts to sing Holy Night, Oh Holy Night. Beautiful, very nice voice. Nice voice. So who has to start singing and making a damn fool of herself and embarrassing herself? None other than Erica Jane, singing it, screaming out. Hit the high notes, hit it. Yelling, and I'm gonna insert Garcelle's picture of her face right somewhere in here. Everybody was noticing it, Garcelle, Crystal, everybody. The only person that didn't seem to be that upset by it was was Diana. Diana herself was sitting next to her and was just laughing about it, and Kyle. That's the whole thing throughout the entire episode. Everybody else is now seeing that there's a problem, including Lisa Rinna, who stands up for Erica no matter what. But everybody saw it. The only person that is still like, oh, well, let's just let her slide a little bit is She's the only one. So Garcelle's talking with Kyle and a few other of the ladies at the party, and Garcelle was saying, listen, we can't keep something. If something is happening and it's not great with a friend, we can't just not say something because we're afraid of losing a friendship. And Crystal had concurred. Crystal had said that Kyle's idea of being a good friend is just backing them blindly no matter what. And Crystal had said, listen, if I'm doing something wrong, I want one of my friends to tell me I'm doing something wrong. So everybody is now seeing the light of what is going on with her. Also, Diana had apologized to Garcelle. Garcelle had accepted it. And Diana apologized for how she acted at Garcelle's birthday party, because she acted like a bitch. Garcelle accepted. Diana then told her, you like me, I can see it in your eyes. And Garcelle was like, yeah. She just said, yeah. And then, thank you for inviting me, and left. And also, during that party, when Rinna and Erica had left, Erica was so drunk, she could not stand up on her own. She had to have help from Diana and Rinna. And even then, Rinna had to walk her out. This woman is 50 years old. Listen, that's what you did whenever you were in college. I can talk from experience. That's what you do in college. You go out and you drink, and your friends have to help you around. When you're 50, that's what you do in college. When you're in your teens, when you're in your early 20s, when you're 50, it's not cute. It's no longer cute. And then we come out to find out later on, Erica wasn't just drunk, she was she had blacked out. She had hit her head and she vomited. And we know this because Erica was talking with Mikey and Garcelle, and with Mikey and Rinna, the three of them. And they were talking about her drinking, and she had said, Erica said she's drinking because she's alone and because of the fallout of everything that happened. Excuses. And Erica had then said because of her meds that she's on, one of them is Lexapro, she really can't drink. She's being reckless and it's not good. So she's seeing herself that she can't do this. And Rinna and Mikey were both like, listen, this isn't like yourself. This isn't like you. You don't drink a lot and you really should not be doing this. So Garcelle is saying, listen, or Erica is realizing she has a problem. Let's see if she sticks with it. And once again, the only person that is saying this is not a problem is Kyle. So that was a lot. That was a lot of the episode. Everybody realizing that it is now a problem. So hopefully she gets some help for it. The other thing that they had focused on in this, just a little bit, was the report that had come out in the press. I believe it was last year. PK, who's married to Dorit, was pulled over, was arrested on suspicion of DUI. He was at, I guess, a work event. He had a glass of wine. He got in the car, drove home, and he was stopped. It was then leaked to the press. Now, listen, I don't know who they're going to blame it on, leaking it out to the press. They can't blame Lisa Vanderpump anymore. She's gone, so I don't know who you're going to blame it on. PK had said to Dorit that he was really thinking about not telling her just because he was worried. He was afraid of how much it would worry her. And that the only reason he really told her was because she had to go get the car. And she was pissed. She was like, so you were not going to tell me? That's lying, and we don't lie to each other. So that's it. He even told Mauricio. But he was thinking about not telling his wife. I'm with her. Lastly, the other thing they were dealing with this week was Sutton's fallout from COVID. Sutton was going to go to Diana's party and then tested positive, and then called and said, listen, I can't make it because of the COVID. So while everybody was telling the viewers about how they spent Christmas, and COVID ruined it for Sutton. Sutton had spent it by herself alone. She bought herself a really nice ring, but she was alone. So it kind of made her focus on her life as a single person. And it made her think, listen, I can't be alone anymore. I got to try and find someone like this guy. And so she made a date to go out with this guy, Sanjit. I don't know if it's pronounced Sanjit or Sanjit, but she had made a date to go out with him. And she was talking with Garcelle, and she had said, Garcelle said, well, what did you do? And she said, well, I just called all my ex-boyfriends and told them I was dying of COVID. Sutton, listen, I really like Sutton. Sutton is on a bit of the dramatic, and that's coming from me, who can be pretty dramatic. Listen, when I had COVID last week, I didn't think I was gonna die. I kind of I didn't enjoy it because it's not fun at all. However, I mean, I'm not dating anybody. I have my mom here, and I wasn't alone. But even if I didn't have my mom here and I was like just on my own and I didn't have somebody, I would not think about, oh my God, I got to get out there and date. Listen, I was pooping up a storm. The very last thing that I'm thinking about is dating when I'm riding the porcelain god, okay? That's just it. So, So she goes out with Sanjit. So she goes out with Sanjit. I don't know. They had gone out before. I don't know how well that's going to go. And then in the last scene of the show this week, Garcelle and Erica met on this rooftop bar. Once again, I'm sorry, Garcelle looked flawless. Erica had started off asking if she could have a chamomile tea. They said they don't serve any hot drinks up on the rooftop, so she changed it to a cognac. Or a cognac. And Garcelle was kind of like, okay. I mean, didn't you just say you're going to try to stop drinking? You go from a chamomile tea to a cognac. You couldn't be like of a Shirley Temple or just a, iced tea or something. So they were talking about that, and she had said, Garcelle had said something like, well, now that you are seeing, so Garcelle had said, well, now that you see this drinking for what it is, are you now seeing life differently? And she says, oh yes, I'm now seeing my friends with a new fresh set of eyes. Oh, really? What's that? And so Erica had said, well, I'm glad that you have Cherie, since Sutton is a liability. She is unpredictable. And Garcelle was like, off camera, was like, wait a minute, weren't they just buddies in Mexico and they were all getting along? I don't understand. And then Garcelle said what everybody is thinking. She had said Erica is a walking liability, and she is at the time when this was filmed, said she is the most, I don't know if she said most hated woman in America, but most trusted, the least trusted woman in America. I mean, at the time that was true, but Amber Heard said, hold my beer. So, and then Garcelle had stuck up for her friend and said, I think everybody needs to just lay off Sutton and give her a rest, give it a rest. And Erica had said, well, Sutton's the master of her own disaster. Rich coming from somebody who acted like they did last year and is now complaining about it. Okay. So that's that. If no one has told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure to put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there, because we all need it right now. Everybody, please stay safe. If you're somewhere where it's hot, please stay cool. Hydrate with something other than iced coffee. And remember, I love you. And bye, guys. Almost Friday. Woo!